Hello and welcome to Inspiration Station for Self-Awareness. I'm Hazel Butterworth and I'm a self-awareness catalyst, and I help women to really get in tune with themselves. If you're feeling lost and uncertain, if you are not sure where to go, if you're looking for answers or insights, I can help you to find those for yourself so that you can easily navigate your own life.
And I'm Carmen Braga, and I'm a self-awareness and confidence coach for women. I help women to release themselves from their emotionally abusive past. This can include things like our self-talk, where we say things like, I'm too fat, I'm ugly, I'm useless, I'm worthless. Things like that really sink us in life, okay? So I help women to let go of these things and take a fresh start in your life and do things differently. All right. And Hazel and I are the co-owners of Healing Heart Center in Sherwood Park. Together, we've been primarily helping women for quite a few years now. We've been doing this actually to gain deeper understanding of themselves, who you are, why you're here, what's going on in your life. We show you so many different aspects of yourself, and we want you to get to know you. It really is all about you.
This is Carmen Braga. I'm Hazel Butterworth. We're with Healing Heart Center here in Sherwood Park, and this is the Inspiration Station for Self-Awareness.
You're watching the Health and Wellness channel on TVU.
It is. So every week, our intention here is to bring you some insights and some awareness to help you discover yourself. Awareness and self-awareness is your key to discovering yourself. If we're not aware, we're oblivious. If we're oblivious, there's nothing we can do. So creating and building that self-awareness is going to help you to become more empowered. And as you become more empowered, then you have that opportunity to be more in control and more in charge of how your life is going, what direction you want to go. So all of that brings that deeper understanding, but it's also about creating the peace within. And that's a lot of what we do. It's about igniting peace within. And we have a live that we do. We have a group that we also have that's called Ignite Peace Within. So a lot of what we're doing is really to helping you become more at peace with who you are and more at peace with what is happening around you.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? We're living in a time of a lot of chaos right now. And we really need to know how to bring this about within ourselves, right? We have, after the video, you're more than welcome to go on our website. You can read more about Hazel and I, which is www.healingheartscenter.ca. And yeah, you can see more about us.
Yeah. So what about this chaos on the outside, chaos on the inside?
Well, I lived this for a good portion of my life, actually. The first part of my life, say the first 30 years or so, were really chaotic for me. A lot of abuse, a lot of addictions. My life was a mess, basically. So I learned a great deal over these last 15 years of going inside of myself and doing self-reflection. And this has become who I am, and this is what I teach others to do. And it's when you look at your world outside of yourself, you look at the people in your life, you look at what's going on in your life, that is always a direct reflection to show you what is happening with you on the inside. Mm-hmm. So in my case, back then, like I said, I was constantly attracting abusive people to myself. And so when I looked at myself on the inside, I could see how abusive I was being to myself. And it was off the scales, crazy. So that's why I'm so passionate about helping women who are going through or who have been in abusive relationships, either with family or spouses, or partners, whatever the case may be. But it's about our own self-talk. It's about how abusive we're being to ourselves. And that's what I really want to help you to let go of and move on and just have a really good life, We're not meant to be this way.
It's not, and there's a lot of chaos, and chaos can come in many forms, and it doesn't have to be really super dramatic. It just could just be that chaos of woulda, coulda, shoulda, or not having clarity that is creating the chaos within you, that uncertainty, not sure what to do. It could be that you have a real strong vision to, for me, it was to work up the corporate ladder. I used to teach in England and I couldn't teach here. So I ended up in the corporate world. So I had this vision, I've got to prove myself, and worked up the corporate ladder, which was good, but then life took a real challenge for me with a car accident, and chaos became, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to turn, I don't even know who I am anymore. And I went down that bunny hole, and I was in that very nothingness of who am I. And it took me a while to come out of that, and then when I did, I went back into another corporate setting until I got to a point where this isn't me. So your chaos could be maybe just perhaps you going in the wrong direction, right? Maybe perhaps that you don't necessarily understand yourself, or you think you're on this mission that you're finding that things aren't really flowing easily. Because when everything is synchronistic, when everything is flowing for you, it's very easy. And that is creating that peace and that calm, because you're working with the current and you're not fighting against the current. So chaos can come in many forms.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and you said that you were lost too. I
Totally
think
lost.
a lot of us can identify with that, because I was terribly lost. I didn't know who I was, or why I was here, or anything like that. And oh my gosh, like it comes in many forms, and we go through, everybody has a story, right? But we don't have to stay necessarily attached to those stories.
No, we don't.
Because those stories come with a lot of pain in a lot of cases. And we want to let go of that pain. We want to just let it go and release yourself from that, heal from that. We don't have to stay there. And that's what Hazel and I are all about, is helping you to get out of that rabbit hole, that dark place that you may feel that you're in. And show you that there is light at the end of that tunnel.
Heart Center here in Sherwood Park. We're your hosts for the Inspiration Station for Self-Awareness.
And you're watching TVU. And click on our Health and Wellness channel, the Inspiration Station. We're streaming on demand.
There is, and you create that light. You create that light yourself, right? And that's part of that navigation that I mentioned earlier, is like getting in tune with yourself, is really understanding your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings. All of that is a part of who you are. All your circumstances, everything that has happened, every experience you've had has brought you to where you are now. And it's not about going in the past and reliving and digging up past. It's like, this is where we are now. And if we become aware, then we have that opportunity to make choices and decisions of what the next moment's going to be. And that's how come it's the catalyst. This is the catalytic moment right now, this moment, because what you do in this moment is creating the next moment. So getting in tune with yourself, being able to navigate, being able to be aware and release that emotional baggage that everyone is carrying, and especially the abusive, because that really drags you down. It's important that we get to at least recognize and acknowledge it exists without having to go through all the pain again.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and that's a big part of it too, is, like for me, we look at what caused it in the first place. We look at things like, okay, let's see what this is showing you. What is the message? What's the lesson that you were meant to get from this? And then we learn how to let it go, and at once and for all, because really, you lived it once already. You don't want to keep on living it over and over again. No. It's like ripping the Band-Aid off constantly, right? We want to actually heal that wound, and that's what we're all about, is helping you to heal those wounds that you may have incurred in the past. And so you can live, I always say, you know, we can live happily ever after, we really can. And I'm proof of that because I changed my entire life by doing this. And that's why I love helping other women to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah. And for me, the happy ever after is my Cinderella. I have a little crystal high heel shoe that's my reminder that in this lifetime I get to again have the happy ever after in this lifetime, because it is possible. It is possible, and it's possible for everybody. A little reminder that we talk about lessons, and do you get your lessons? And if you don't, then life has a way of repeating and you go in the circle. Not everything is a lesson. Sometimes it's just an experience. I get to know what that looks and feels like. Do I want to repeat that again? No. Was there a lesson in that? No. Perhaps you want to fly or jump out of a plane and parachute. You do it once. You have. Oh, I so do. I so do. I still dream. I'm going to fly. I want to do one that was like, you know, the bat suits and you know, fly down. But once you've experienced it, then you know what that looks and feels like for you. And both Carmen and I teach from our experiences and coach from your experiences. And there's a big difference to that. We're not just giving you theory, we're not just giving you methodology or you know, you can do this and try this process. It's like we've been there, we've done that, we know what it looks and feels like, we understand it. And so we can help you through your experience. And Carmen and I, we have a lot of similarities. We've worked together for over 15 years. So yes, there is a mesh there, but we both focus, and because of our own experiences, then we resonate with a very different audience, if you like. So some of you might be drawn to Carmen because you have similar experiences. Some of you might be drawn to me, and that's totally fine. There is no competition. It's that we're here to help you. We're here to help you help yourself. And help you discover you. So it's all about you, and that's why Healing Hearts is helping you discover you. It's all about you. It's not about us. It doesn't matter what we, you know, if we agree or disagree. It's where are you at right now, this moment, and how can we help you to evolve from this moment, and how can we help you become more self-empowered so that you can do this for yourself. Right? We can't be in your back pocket 24/7, right? So that empowerment comes from you being able to do this for yourself, and that's what we encourage. We, you know, we're not just going to give you theory.
No, we definitely.
No,
you're going to get homework.
Yeah, we have to find a different term for homework, right? Yeah. Homework, it's not work, it's self-journey that we do, right? And really it's about spending time with yourself. So a little bit earlier, we talked about peace and creating that peace. So if we were to ask you the question right now, do you know what that looks and feels like for you? If I say to you, are you at peace with yourself? What does that mean to you? Does your mind immediately go 10 to the dozen? Do you or get a rush of emotions? What does it mean to be at peace with you, with yourself? And it's a question that is a very, very important question. I had a surgery. I had the cancer diagnosis, and I had a surgery. And I'm blessed in the fact that I was asked that question from my homeopath. And he asked that question, are you at peace having surgery? And I thought, it's an interesting question. I never really thought about it that way. But I did. I came to peace with it. And I came to terms with it, you know, and it was a very good experience. Not many people would say that about surgery, but I had a good experience, right? But that makes a difference if you are at peace, because you're not fighting and you're not resisting. So how do we? This is Carmen Braga. I'm Hazel Butterworth, and we're personal growth specialists here at Healing Heart Center in Sherwood Park, Alberta, where it's all about you and helping you discover you.
Hi, and I'm awareness and confidence coach for women, and I help women to release themselves from their emotionally abusive past.
And I'm a catalyst for self-awareness, and I help you get in tune with yourself so that you can easily navigate your life as it happens.
And to visit us, you can go to www.healingheartcenter.ca, where you'll find all of our information on our website.
You create that peace and that stillness within.
Well, your
Right.
mindset is huge. Like when you go into that surgery,
Yeah.
what your mindset is plays a massive decision in how you're going to go through it and how you're going to recover from it. And I went through the same thing with my husband, had cancer as well. And we did this beforehand, and he worked on these parts of himself and went through it. You know, it was a long, involved thing, but he went through it really, really as best as he could actually, and things just went wonderfully. So yeah, it is possible.
It is possible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
So we would like to invite you right now just to take a moment to slow down and see if we can, in these next just couple of minutes, create some of that stillness and slow our thoughts down. If you close your eyes and then become aware of your thoughts, what speed are they traveling? Are they going a million miles an hour? Is it da 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 da? Right? And once you become aware of that, then simply you hear your thoughts. So then slow it down, just as you would if you slowed your voice down. Slow the words down. And as you think, the thoughts will slow down if you allow them to. If you are in charge, you can determine the speed. But if you want chaos and you want to be that, you can let them go 20 miles a dozen, go here, go there. That's your choice. But if you want to slow down and calm the chitter-chatter and the monkey mind, just simply slow down the words that you're hearing in your mind. You can bring your awareness to your breath and take a really slow, deep breath in. And together, Carmen and I are going to go. In that moment of there's no thought. Your mind is busy saying the word You cannot speak two things at once. So in that moment, you get a break and a pause. So let's do that again. Deep breath in. If you continue to breathe, even just for a few moments or a few minutes, you will feel that your whole body begins to relax. Your shoulders begin to relax, and you can feel yourself just melting, creating that calm, even if it's just for these few moments, creating the calm. We get our answers from the stillness. We get our ideas in the stillness. So it's important to be able to create that stillness and just be. And in that breath, we can dissolve and let go, right? It's a wonderful process.
It is, yeah.
Right.
I was the person that said I couldn't meditate because my mind going all the time. And this is one of the ways that has helped me to calm myself down and to stop that chatter that goes on endlessly in our minds. We never stop talking. It's crazy, but yeah.
But that's where affirmations sometimes and mantras come in. Because again, when I said about the surgery, before my surgery, my mind was so laser focused that I was busy saying all my mantras that my body was going to respond well. I had a whole list of them. I was so laser focused. I didn't have any random thoughts, very, very, very few, because I was so focused on those inspired intentions that this is what I wanted to invite, and that the monkey mind wasn't there. that's where your empowerment comes from, because you have choice.
Yeah, it literally comes in the
Right.
stillness.
Yeah.
It absolutely does.
Yeah.
That's where that power of presence comes from, is in that
Mhm.
stillness.
Mhm.
And that's something that you and I both teach and help people with. So it's very, very important.
Yeah.
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 So,
So we are inviting you to join us every week where we will have a new episode of insights and maybe questions, maybe food for thought, just to help grow the self-awareness. It's very, very important for you to really focus on what your own awareness. And so each week we're going to bring something to you, and we are going to help you discover yourself, help you empower yourself, and we invite. I believe there can be feedback on the comments.
on YouTube.
On YouTube, they can leave
for sure.
comments.
Yeah.
But if you want to find out more again about Carmen and I, if you resonate with what we're saying, you can go to our website. Again, it's www.healingheartscenter.ca. And you will see on the front page there's Carmen, and you'll see on the right hand side there's me. And if you just scroll down just a little bit, you can actually click there and book an appointment, a discovery session, either with Carmen or myself. If you want to have that conversation with us, please connect with us, because we're here to help. And until you make that decision, you want to help yourself, then we're talking to a brick wall.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's true.
Right? It's a decision you have to make for yourself. Are you ready to make that step?
Yeah. Well, and it is something that you have to be ready for. Absolutely, 100%. And ready to step into your power and discover you and who you really are and what you came here to be and to do in this life. Because life can be so good, but we have to allow that in.
Yeah. And we've got to remove that chaos, create the peace, and then we can enjoy.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you
we
very
look
much.
forward to our next visit.
We'll get it. This is our first time. So.
Yeah, this is our first edition, right? So, if you've watched it and you have questions for us, then please send us an email, and then we can bring that to these sessions and insights, and we can answer your questions. So please email us with questions that we can address for you and help you to get more insights and awareness of whatever you're facing in your world right now. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. We're really glad that you tuned in, and we hope that you tune in again.
Yes, and you can always watch the repeat, because remember it's on demand. So yes, you can always go there anytime and just like review and get a little reminder.
Yeah.
And please. Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye. This is Carmen Braga. I'm Hazel Butterworth. We're with Healing Heart Center here in Sherwood Park, and this is the Inspiration Station for Self-Awareness.
You're watching the Health and Wellness channel on TVU.